Hello grade 5! How is everyone doing? I'm here in my room all alone. No students, no other teachers, just my computer, my notebooks, my pencils, and your homework for week 2. Okay, today I will explain you about your homework for the second week. In the second week, we're still going on with the book called The Red Planet, but this time you're going to work on different things. We have 3 homework this week. Let's have a look at homework 1. Homework 1 is a worksheet and it has 3 pages. So the first page is very easy. It's the vocab page and you need to write the new words under the pictures. In the second part of the first page, you should choose 2 words from the box and write your own sentence. The second page of your worksheet is questions about the book. But don't forget to write full sentences and don't forget to use past simple tense. The third page is about sequencing. You need to put what happened in the book in order and it asks you about your favorite game. And that's it. When you finish your worksheet, you need to send me photos of 3 pages. So on Google Classroom, we need to see page number 1. We need to see photo of page number 2. And we need to see photo of page number 3. Either this one or that one. Some of you have this one and some of you have this one for the third sheet. Okay, that's it. That's all about homework 1. Homework 2. Okay, so here is a short passage from your book and we want you to read it to us. I will read it for you first and I want you to read this passage first and then answer 3 questions about your book. Make a video of you reading and answering and send the video to us. Let's read it together. The Red Planet. Wilf and Chip made a rocket ship out of bits and pieces. They pretended to be spacemen. Suddenly, the magic key began to glow. The magic took them to a rocket ship. They went inside. The rockets began to take off. The children and Floppy began to float inside the rocket. They looked outside the window and saw a big red planet. Nadim made the rocket land. There was red dust, red rocks, and red mountains on the planet. They found a space buggy with some spacesuits inside. They drove the space buggy outside. It bumped over the rocks. Suddenly, a big hole opened up on the ground. They fell down the hole. The children met creatures inside. The creatures climbed on the space buggy and pulled out a spacesuit. One of them turned a tap on Floppy's spacesuit. Floppy began to float. Wilf had a good idea of how to get out of the cave. He filled the spacesuit with air. The spacesuit got bigger and began to float. Everyone held on the spacesuit and floated out of the cave. Just then, the magic key began to glow and they went back home. When you finish reading, you also need to answer 3 questions here. What did Wilf and Chip make? What did they make? Tell me your answer. Who did they meet on the planet? How did they get out of the cave? After you read this passage, make sure you also answer these 3 questions using past simple tense and full sentences. Alright? Good job. Homework 3 is optional, so you don't have to do it. But it's the funniest part. If you want to make your own rocket ship, here is how you can make it. Do you want to make your own rocket ship? Let's see then. Okay, now it's time to get a little bit creative. We want you to make a rocket ship out of bits and pieces, just like Chip and Wilf. You can use any recycling materials at home. Please don't buy anything. So as you can see, the first step is to get on the work. Here you will need your recycling materials. Maybe you will need some scissors, some glues, some pens and pencils. And if you want, you can go through these QR codes and it will take you to some YouTube videos to get some ideas about how to make rocket ships. The second step will be you practicing what you want to say in your video. And the last step is to make a video. Show your rocket ship and then talk about your rocket ship. You can talk about anything you want. You can talk about what kind of materials you used. You can talk about how you felt while doing that. You can talk about some bits and pieces of your rocket ship too. There are two options for you to send the video. You can send it through Flipgrid or you can post it on Google Classroom. If you want to make it a little bit